Stark County leads the state per capita in overdose deaths.
Tonight, Addicted America, a rural county's resources stretched thin by the opioid crisis.
It's heartbreaking.
An elderly Michiana veteran could lose his home because of a mortgage mix-up. Tonight, ABC 57 News investigates a problem happening more often than you might think. Hello, everyone. I'm Brian Connie Bear.
And I'm Brianne Palmerini. The 78-year-old Marine veteran from Stark County is now in foreclosure, and his home is set to be auctioned off, all because a new bank bought his mortgage and his automatic payments stopped without his knowledge.
Unbelievable. ABC 57 investigative reporter Drew Gardner is here with just how this could happen. Drew?
Well, Brian, it all has to do with your mortgage servicer. That's the company responsible for collecting your payments. It's not always the bank your loan is through, and it often changes, sometimes several times. And if you're not paying attention, it could end up costing you your home.
That's my grandson.
I did reach out to Mr. Cooper, and the company says it's working with James to resolve this issue. He's also reached out to Senator Joe Donnelly's office, who has referred him to places where he can get some free legal assistance. We've also posted links to several local resources where you can get help if you find yourself in a similar situation. You can find those inside this story at abc57.com. Live in the studio, Drew Gardner, ABC 57 News.
ABC 57 breaking news here at 11. Elkhart police investigating another shooting tonight.
A woman told police she was walking in the area of Prairie and Wagner tonight around 8 o'clock when she heard gunfire and then she was hit. Police say her injuries are not life-threatening. Investigators say officers patrolling the area also heard the gunfire initially, and they found several vehicles and a home had also been hit. Officers also found several shell casings in the area. There was another drive-by shooting in Elkhart just last night.
ABC 57's Addicted America coverage takes us to Stark County tonight.
The rural area now has more deadly overdoses per capita than any other county across the state.
And the sheriff says the opioid crisis is putting a major strain on the resources.
The sheriff sat down with ABC 57's Jess Arnold today. She joins us live outside the Stark County Justice Center in Knox. Jess.
Brian and Brianne, on the heels of yet another suspected heroin overdose just last Sunday, the sheriff and his deputies are trying to figure out how to stop that constant increase in overdoses, which is giving them some notoriety, as you mentioned, that they would rather not have.
Yep.
Now, in the spirit of not giving up, the sheriff told me that he contacted state representatives in an effort to get legislation passed that would basically mandate the rocket docket so that the judge would have to hand down a sentence to nonviolent offenders within 45 to 90 days.
And Jess, while they wait to see if that happens, is Stark County doing anything locally to try to change the statistics?
They definitely are, Brianne. The sheriff told me that he and the warden are working on a re-entry program so that during the last 90 days of an inmate sentence here, he'll be able to work at a local business. And of course, the goal is to help get them back on their feet so that they stay out of jail right here. I'm live in Knox. Jess Arnold, ABC 57 News.
The police lip sync challenge coming to Michigan. We'll see how the Sturgis police officers put their own spin on these viral videos. And on the viral lip sync video trend.
An awful lot of them are doing it, that's for sure. Today, Sturgis police and firefighters joined in to drop their own take. Police departments across the country are getting in on this challenge. It started in Texas and quickly spread. Sturgis police put their own spin on this Twisted Sister song. And as of 11 p.m. tonight, the video already has 261,000 views.
Want anything for lunch? Red Hot now.
Yeah, I want to.
Chief, you cut out. What was that?
I said.
I want to rock.
Oh, it's pretty good. The Sturgis police passed their challenge to the St. Joseph County Sheriff's Department and the Sturgis, South Dakota Police Department.
Everybody's challenging. Yes. Oh, absolutely. They rocked it. On Tuesday, the Indianapolis Metro Police released their own video, and they challenged the Indiana State Police. And so it goes on and on and on.
Oh, that's awesome. All right, well, after the break, new statistics tonight show the roadways in Michigan are safer than in previous years, with deaths and serious injuries trending downward. ABC 57's Kelvin Henry reports all the construction projects you see right now aren't just about making the drive safer.
Drivers across Michigan know just how bad traveling can be, thanks to...
Well, new tonight, Grace College is preparing for the worst-case scenario on campus. The Christian school and seminary in Winona Lake is hosting an active shooter training tomorrow. Police from 6 Kosciuszko County departments will be participating. A former FBI agent from the Advanced Law Enforcement Rapid Response Tactics team in Texas is leading the drill. The Winona Lake police chief says he hopes they never have to use the training, but they want to be prepared just in case. And a South Bend mother is in jail tonight after causing an Amber Alert for her own 9-year-old son. Erika Juriak was arrested and charged with possessing a syringe. She is the boy's mother, but police tell us she does not have legal custody of him. Police found John Juriak at a BP gas station on Western Avenue around 9 a.m., just hours after they issued a statewide Amber Alert. A worker at that gas station says they are told to keep an eye out.
I did get a text from my boss, Lucky, and everything, and he do discuss things like that. When Amber Alerts come out, he will mention it, to us employees and everything. Hey, y'all know it's an Amber Alert out there looking out for kids.
The boy is now being watched by Child Protective Services. The St. Joe County Special Victims Unit is handling the case. And there are very specific protocols for issuing an Amber Alert. Indiana has a list of criteria that must be met before an alert goes out to the public and lights up your cell phone. You can go to abc57.com to learn more about that part of the story. Republican Congresswoman Jackie Walorski has accepted 3 debates.
Democratic candidate Mel Hall challenged her today ahead of the November midterms. Hall won the Democratic primary back in May. He says the debates will give voters in the second district a chance to hear from candidates on both sides. In a statement today, Walorski said, quote, "I have always believed debates are a vital part of the democratic process, and I welcome the opportunity to discuss the issues that matter most to Hoosier families." She goes on to add to her campaign team will work with Halls to set up those debates.
Well, driving around Elkhart is getting a little bit easier. The Sherman Street Bridge is now back open. The city was forced to shut it down after the record February flooding. It crosses the river between 3rd Street and Riverside Drive. On Wednesday, an inspector finished an underwater check and cleared it as safe for traffic. Back in February, of course, the St. Joe River flooded throughout Elkhart County, closing many roads and parks.
Domino's Pizza looking to add more pizza all across the United States. The CEO of the world's largest pizza chain says he wants to add 2,000 new locations. The Ann Arbor-based company is investing $115 million to beef up its supply chain ahead of the expansion. Right now, there are more than 14,000 Domino's locations in 85 countries and about 5,600 of them right here in the U.S. The plan will add more than 2,300 more in the U.S. over 10 years.
That is a lot of pizza. And I read tonight they make 1.5 million pizzas a day at Domino's alone. That doesn't count Pizza Hut or Papa John's. 1.5 million? That's a lot of pizza.
It's a lot of pizza.
We're looking to deliver some rain in 30 minutes or less for the Elkhart area. One more look at the radar after this.